Welcome to Homework Lib.
Over here, we're going to be given two different titration curves, A and B, and we want to answer the following questions regarding both of them. So first of all, which curve represents the titration of a weak base and which of a strong base? In this case, the strong base is going to correspond to A, and the weak base is going to correspond to B. How can we identify them? For a weak base or for a weak acid, in both of the cases, what you're going to see is that there's going to appear a buffer zone. In that buffer zone, essentially, the concentration of the conjugate acid and the weak base is going to be quite similar. So we're going to enter this buffering zone for the weak base titration. Now we want to estimate the pH at the equivalence point for each of them. So for A, the pH at the equivalence point, it should be equal to 7 directly. And for the weak base, since we're not given the value for the pKa, what we can do is do a method in which we're going to take the halfway point of the curve over here. So there are different graphical methods to do it. So for example, one of them is just simply taking the halfway point of this difference of pH. Unfortunately for us, in this case, the numbers are not clear at all. 5, 4, 3, 2. I think that this is going to be a 1. So we could say that the halfway point would be in between 1 and 8.2. So approximately 8.2, and this would be 1. So the difference would be of 7.2, and the halfway of that would be around 4.6 in this case, somewhere around here. Okay, so in this case, I'm not able to do the proper case because the numbers are not clear at all and the graph doesn't help. But for the equivalence point for B, it should be something around 4.6, maybe something like that. Okay. And finally, what can you infer about the concentration of the two bases? As you notice, the pH is the same. The strong base dissociates completely. And the weak base does not. So for the pH to be the same, that means that the concentration of OH minus that we're going to have in solution is going to be the same. And for that to happen, the concentration of the weak base needs to be larger than the concentration of the strong base. So what we can infer from this is that the concentration of B is going to be larger than the concentration for A. And with that, it would be all. Thank you very much and have a good one.